Hello, everybody, and welcome to Off the Cuff Paranormal. I'm going to go to comments just to actually see. And actually, I should actually. Do you have your computer next to you this time, Mike?
I do.
Oh, so he can see comments before I do, so I don't have to page back and forth. That's awesome. So I can stick where I'm supposed to stick, so I can actually play stuff. But first of all, folks, I would like to welcome Mike back. He wasn't here a couple of weeks ago, so Mike, it's awesome to have you back aboard.
It is.
Alrighty then. It is. It's awesome to have you back. So it's good to have you back. We're happy to have you back. I think poor Kay, I'm not sure if she's here or not yet, but I know Kay was like saying she might be a little bit late getting on board. I'm not sure what happened, but hopefully she'll join us soon. For those who are watching, you can make a comment. Let us know who's watching if you're so inclined to do so. Mike can see the comments. You're gonna see comments.
I see no comments.
Not yet, but anyway, we got 3 watchers, so that's awesome. So you came up. Okay, so how do we even start tonight? I mean, we were originally going to possibly even save this show for a couple of weeks from now, weren't we?
Yeah, but I'm just feeling kind of Christmassy all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I heard bells at the beginning of it somewhere, but
Amy says hi, guys.
hello, Amy. I'm not sure where those bells came from. It was a last minute. They just appeared out of nowhere. They're random. They just,
Phantom bells.
Well, yeah. Wait, didn't you hear the bells?
I thought I heard something, and then I pressed the button, and they just went away. So.
See, bells, and they can appear anytime I wish.
Oh, Ken's here. Hi, Ken.
Hello, Ken. Hello, Holly. Nice to meet you guys.
There, right?
Oh yeah, yes, the thespians.
The thespians.
Yes, they're there. Good to have you guys all aboard. So tonight's whole thing ties very hand in hand with Christmas, and if anybody happens to catch anybody sneaking into this program, please note it. I mean, yell at us, let us know that you see it, because I keep swearing to God I see things, but
well, you're hearing things too.
Well, it's true. I'm hearing bells.
You might want to see a doctor. They can help you with that.
Oh dear.
Excuse me, Doc. I'm hearing bells.
As long as you're not jingling when you're walking, you're okay.
My sister-in-law has socks with bells on them when she walks that jingles. I won't wear them. No.
So, but it does tie very hand in hand with Christmas, doesn't it?
It does. It's funny because I think about this time last year we did a show very similar to this, but it's just fun to go back and redo some of these topics.
Yeah, you're right, and we did do a show very similar to this one.
Yeah.
And we were talking about multiple things, but this is kind of a rehashment of certain things, and we've gotten so much better since the first show. Have we?
Well, I don't know. Amy, Ken, have we gotten better since the first show? Silence. Crickets. Honestly. You guys don't have to be that honest with us.
It's blunt.
Yeah,
but,
thanks, Ken. Big question mark. Well,
let's see. Maybe. Oh my Lord. But I think last year we brought it up and we talked about this. And I mean, I guess it starts off with really the whole concept about it actually happens, the whole concept, honestly, really before Christmas, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, and the funny thing is, like, all around the world, hang on, I got to restart my chat here. All around the world, there's different traditions, different I don't want to call them stories. What would you call them? Like legends?
Well, they're legends, they're urban legends, I guess, in some countries, and they are actually stories. They have been handed down from generation to generation to generation to generation. So, I mean, there's a lot of stories, a lot of folklore.
Folklore. That's a good word for it.
There we go. That's
And,
what it is,
and,
folklore.
and it's like, when you think about it, it is kind of paranormal in a way. So some of these are really downright creepy.
Well, yes, but the biggest one really out there that everybody or a lot of people know about, and probably not a lot of kids nowadays, but a lot more adults know at least who it is. You care to say who it is before I put up the picture?
Well, I think it has to do. It rhymes with. Maybe
Was that the picture I put up before? Is that the one you're referring to?
What's that?
Was that the picture I put up just before we went live?
Yeah, it rhymes with.
Okay, well, we'll put up that, and you guys can tell me if you recognize it. He's just a pleasant fellow, isn't he? That, ladies and gentlemen, was
Cramps are us. I mean, Krampus.
I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've lost Daryl.
Cramps are us.
Oh, Amy guessed it. Amy guessed it.
Krampus.
Krampus. Yeah, so
what is it about Krampus? I mean, he like how ugly can you get? I mean, and it's Christmas. Like, I mean, it's actually tied to Christmas. But what does Krampus do?
Well, according to Google, because that's our go-to search for these shows, originated in Germany, in Austria, and Italy.
Mm-hmm.
He's the opposite of Saint Nicholas.
Well, I'm sorry, but Saint Nick is a little better looking than that.
Well, yeah, I would have to agree with you on that one. I mean, some people might find Krampus somewhat attractive. Yeah, Ken says Krampus is just misunderstood.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he's misunderstood. Exactly what does Krampus do, Mike?
So the origins of the beast are unknown, but basically he's half goat, half horned demon. He loves to devour children around the holidays who have misbehaved. So obviously, when I grew up, if you were misbehaving, you got a lump of coal. I never heard about Krampus. I didn't know that there was this goat demon that was going to devour me. I probably wouldn't sleep at all on Christmas Eve if that was the case.
Well, I mean, well, the good thing is he only went after the bad kids.
Well, that's true. I mean, I'm not insinuating I was a bad kid, because I wasn't, but yeah.
Only the ones that misbehaved.
Yeah. So
now,
I should be a single child by now then, because my siblings are awful. No, I'm kidding, guys. If anybody's watching, I'm kidding. I love you all. Honest.
Oh dear. And I was wondering what happened to everybody. No,
my invite to the family Christmas party's been canceled.
Well, honestly, if this guy showed up, and I think most of my family would have been running the other way. So exactly.
Of Krampus.
But did you know, Mr. Mike, that there actually is a let's see if I can find this here. Give me 1 second here.
Yes, Ken, it is a European story. Yes.
It is a European story. It's way back, way back at the beginning, really. But there was actually an opposite to Krampus. There was actually a pre-warning to Krampus. Did you know that? There was
I didn't.
well, there was a figure. Him.
Well, he's pleasant looking. I mean, a little more pleasant than
Well, that's
Mr. Horny guy.
That's Bell's nickel.
Okay.
Now, Bell's nickel comes from, again, a European. He is actually a German myth, based on a German myth. He's a servant of Saint Nicholas and a character from northern Germany. He did transgress down further into Europe. Basically, he's a mischievous guy. He carries a switch, as you can see, a whip or a switch, and candy full in his pockets, right? And this little fella, he basically goes around about 2 weeks before, St. Nicholas or Krampus or whoever, the good and the bad, before they show up. And he basically goes to all these naughty kids and he gives them a heads up. And he says, hey, if you're good, now's the time to be better. If you're bad, now's the time to be good. And he'd throw candy on the floor in front of the kids. That's great. But if the kids went too quickly for the candy, it meant they were too greedy, and he'd smack them with his switch just to teach him a little humility. Quite an interesting little fella. He's not out to devour you like Krampus, but if you get past this guy and you're still naughty, you know who's coming, Mr. Cramps or us. He's coming to get you. So there is a definite fella there that might actually help out.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Krampus, they actually have like celebrations and like honor him.
Yes, they do. And I was actually watching some audio. I didn't have time to download it, folks. It was fairly big audio. But you can find it on YouTube, and I think we can always post the link a little bit later on our site. That shows celebrations all about Krampus. Yeah. And some of the costumes are absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, they go all out.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, yeah, it's bizarre, but well, I'll find it on YouTube, and on our site we'll post a link to that. And a
fun fact about the word Krampus is actually, it's German, which makes sense, but it translates to claw.
Well, that would make sense.
It's kind of funny when you think we have Santa Claus, and this guy's name is Claw. Claw. I don't know. Maybe there's nothing there. I put those two together and it made sense to me.
Maybe they're one in the. Don't say that.
I doubt it.
No. Yeah, so do I. Honestly, Santa, I didn't mean it.
I mean,
as he gets dragged away.
They both have beards. I think that's where the similarities end.
Oh, well, okay. All right. There's another one that you pointed out. Oops, hang on. Let me go back.
I had a few of them.
Yeah, you did.
Ken says, hang on. Ken says, pardon me, because I put my camera right in front of where the comments are. Same as Trump worship down south. Do you partake in those, Ken? I've never watched those celebrations per se, but
Jesus. Oh my Lord, I'll tell you. Oh, that's a good one though. Can't argue that one. Give me a second here. I'm just actually watching us live, so I can actually see the notes too. That helps. That helps so much. But there was another one. Now I can't pronounce all of these names.
No, I think we're probably going to butcher these names. Not to, no pun intended on Krampus.
Oh yeah, no, we're no doubt we're going to butcher these names. Let's see. The next one, now it's great. Do I have it right? Grilla?
I'm gonna say it's Grilla or Gryla. One of
Now I
the
can never remember that little between the above the Y. Holly would know this one, but I don't. It's spelled G. Well, I can even. Well, it's hard to really show you how it's spelled, but I can show you
it's a GRY with a and then a LA. Yeah, that one.
that
Gryla.
one.
Gryla.
Grilla.
Grilla.
Sorry about that, folks. But this is what they look like. Well, I mean, basically. I mean, it looks like the two grumpy old men and Muppets up on the balcony. Yeah, something like that. The Gryla,
I have to do an impersonation of all these. There's 7 of them. So
yeah, well, there's actually more, but
oh, you found
yeah,
more than I found.
they're ogres.
They are ogres
They're ogres from the 13th. They go all the way back to the 13th century.
from Iceland. And
Well,
this isn't the only one from Iceland that we found.
well, apparently Iceland is, yeah, Iceland is
Basically,
more.
don't go to Iceland at Christmas is what we're learning on this show.
Holly and Ken, Mom, Dad.
Mom and Dad. I see the resemblance, Ken. You're right.
Oh my Lord. Oh God. So what does it say about our groovy little friends there?
Well, the ogre, I'm going to say Gryla, just because that's just how I'm seeing it, has been around since 13th century and is said to have children who are trolls herself. 13 children, to be exact, each with creepy names like Pot Scraper and Door Slammer. These Yule lads, as they're called, emerge from their cavernous home to assist their mom, who also ventures out of said cave, in rounding up naughty children to eat and be annoying. They live up to their above-mentioned names like Door Slammer over the 2 weeks leading up to Christmas.
Oh, so they're humming around some other parts of town. Well, the other guy, our good little guy with the candy and the switch, is somewhere else. These poor naughty kids are just up the proverbial creek without a paddle with all these people wandering around 2 weeks before Christmas.
The fun fact is great. One variation of Gryla's tale mentions that she has a husband, Laplotty, who is lazy and just hangs back in the cave when she ventures out. I think a lot of men can relate to that.
Oh my Lord, that is hilarious. It sounds more like a leprechaun name, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. Like what Laplotty? Like I'm gonna be like, let's get the Laplotty decorations out.
Well, there you go, Grail. Go on out there and grab me pot of gold and come on back. And bring some of those little bastards with you too.
And a Terry's chocolate orange while you're at it. Pot of gold, chocolate orange.
There you go. But again, these ones are actually eating the kids, aren't they?
Well, no, they're not actually eating the kids. They're rounding up naughty children. Oh, maybe they are. Well, it says
you see. I guess maybe who's licking the pot. I don't know, but I mean, it's.
I don't know. This is
so. If you happen to see them wandering around the street, guys, run.
Here for your children, bud. They're naughty.
Now we have now the next one. I'm not even sure how to pronounce this. It looked like I know it's a costume that the pictures of, but it's pretty damn cool. I like it when it's bigger scale. You can actually see it, but it's the Mary Lude.
Mary Lude.
Lude? Brother Lude. Have a look, folks. Now it looks like a horse.
I can't do an impersonation of that.
No. You got to turn sideways and show your teeth, right? But I don't think you can do that. Not quite the cheek. Not. So
This
let's
is
see here.
top-notch entertainment. You won't get this anywhere else. Oh, what did Thespian say? She said, pronounced with a rolling R.
Which one?
I don't know.
Are you? Oh, are you talking about the last one we talked about? The
So it could be Grrlia.
Grailia.
You have to do that.
You got to roll up the rim to win. I'll have to practice that one, Holly. I'll have to practice that one. We need to have her and Ken on as a guest one day because honestly, seriously, we can't pronounce half this stuff, but we got to get really hard words for her, okay?
Yeah. Well, okay. So this one, Mari? I don't know. Lude?
Don't know if you pronounce the R on this one.
The fact that we can't pronounce it is because it's from Wales. And nobody in Wales knows how to speak properly anyways, I don't think.
And you notice a lot of these things all come back in the 1800s?
Yes, I'm reading that. Oh.
Like, who had that vivid, wicked imagination, man? I mean, nowadays they try to scare you. It's like, well, unless you have a gun and you're chasing me down the road, like, I mean, this was like, oh, hey, look, Halloween.
This one, like, why would this even happen around Christmas? Like, when you read about what this horse woman,
shall I read it?
You could, yeah.
The Marie Lude is the textbook definition of nightmare fuel. And I'm sorry for providing that here. However, the iconic holiday tradition, which is said to be derived from some sort of religious rite, likely pagan, in the early 1800s, simply could not be felt. Combined off this list. The celebration takes place around Christmas and involves Welsh residents donning horse skulls or placing a horse skull on a stick and heading door to door singing to homeowners. There is a silver lining to this terror, though. If you encounter the horse skull on your doorstep, congratulations, you're a receiver of good luck.
I'd rather not, thanks.
Well, that's just a pile of horse. Oh, you know, I mean, I had to go there.
Oh, we have a, okay, no.
Grilla. Grilla. Oh.
Okay, we're back on Grilla, but how do you pronounce this one? Maryi and Lwyd. Come on.
Well, Ludi? Well, you got to give her time.
Now you're getting close to my last name. Maybe I'm related to this thing. I'm not Welsh.
She's working on it. Yeah. Here, Holly, we are putting you to work.
I just wanted to watch the show, you guys. I didn't know it was going to be like educational. Honestly.
Oh wow! Absolutely. But yeah, you can get, if you do get a horse skull on your step, don't panic, don't call the police, take it in, mount it up. You can get good luck. Well, there you go. Take a horse skull, mount it up all day long, you have good luck.
You just made that up.
Well, it's true, I did, but if it comes with horseshoes, you can't lose, can you? You see, I keep seeing things. Mike, you have strange things happening in your screen. I see I see a guy that looks like he's wearing a Canuck shirt.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
I'm not wearing a Canuck shirt. No.
Not you. The other small little critter.
I don't see anything.
I'm sure he'll show himself again. But mind you, you do have really weird things wandering around your room. Pronounced Mary Lloyd. Oh, well, there you go.
Mary Lloyd?
Mary Lloyd. Apparently, there is a very simple name to that one.
Mary Lloyd. Okay.
Go figure. Okay, so the next one, I think we can get the pronunciation. I hope we can get the pronunciation for this one. But have a look at the next one. Any guesses, guys? I mean, I know it's a guy with a spiked skull reaching down for the little girl, and there's something going on in the background. I'm not sure exactly what that is. What is that? Oh, it's a tree. Oh, it's a lady. It's a lady wearing a crown, reaching down to the child. Then all those weird children in the background cowering. Makes you wonder. But then look at that weird thing with the switch behind her. Very odd.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that? What is that all about, Mike?
Well, according to this information that I have, it's from France, but it doesn't look very. The name doesn't look very French. It's Hans Trapp.
Oh, Hans Trapp.
Hans Trapp. With 2 P's.
You're right. Has 2 P's.
Not a 2P.
not 2P or not 2P, but that is the question.
To pee or not to pee? I never have that problem.
Oh, I got a joke for you.
Okay, so the classic tale of a man selling his soul to become rich in the 15th century. As legend has it, this time around, once greedy M. Trapp did so, the Catholic Church got word of it, stripped him of his wealth, and exiled him from society. Lonely and mad, Trapp lived out the rest of his days at a cabin high in the mountains somewhere in the, I'm going to butcher this one, Alsace-Lorraine. One day, a small boy came across the dwelling, and hungry, unstable Trapp cooked him for dinner. As fate would have it, though, before he could dig in, Trapp was struck by lightning and killed. His story lives on in the form of a boogeyman-like tale that says he sometimes returns to civilization on Christmas, going door to door in search of another meal.
Well, we get lots of rain out here, but not so much thunder and lightning, so...
It's very, very frightening.
Yeah, that would be a little bit frightening.
Galileo.
I mean, what do you do? Open the door. Who are you? My name is Hans Trapp. I'm going to eat you.
Galileo Figaro.
You see? There it was again, folks.
Where?
I saw it. It popped up in front of you. It had a Christmas hat on. And I'm pretty damn sure it had a Canuck shirt on.
So you need to see the eye doctor and the ear doctor.
All right, so we have Hans Trapp. Hans Trapp. Okay, hang on a second.
Okay, yeah, it's too much to recap. You got a half an hour to catch up on here.
Yeah, she does. Hello, okay, welcome aboard. Okay, we're down to Hans Trapp. Now the next one, Mike, I know there was no picture with it, but I found a picture.
You found a picture.
I did. You want to see what I found?
What'd you find? Oh, isn't that a pleasant-looking creature? Yes,
it's a very pleasant-looking creature. It's drawn in different formats, but this is the creepiest one I could find. Let's see, we are a paranormal show, so creepies are us. But that one, do you want to try and pronounce that name?
Kalikazantros.
That's actually pretty damn good. It's spelled Kalikaantzaros. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Kalikantzaros. No, it's not Mexican.
No, it's not Mexican. That's for sure.
I know. I sound a little bit Mexican when I say it. Hey, Kalikantzaros. Hey, how you doing, amigo? Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. My wife's upstairs probably going, what is he talking about down there?
They are talking in tongue.
No, this is definitely not Mexican.
Well, from late Christmas to early January, these werewolf-like creatures, lovely werewolf, I love that, reportedly come out, or rather up, as they spend most of the year underground. At night to play, they come up at night to play and generally cause trouble. They're not really that bad. After they've had their fill of above-ground mischief, they return to their home at the center of the earth. Rumor has it that holy Christ, rumor has it that leaving a colander on your doorstep is the best practice to ward them off. And I saw that, Mike.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You guys will see him. I'm pretty sure you'll see him. And the fun fact about these guys, they can only count to 2.
I just like. I don't know what I'd do. Like, if I didn't tell anybody what I was doing, and I'm just going like, "Do we have a colander?" Yeah. Why? I need to put it out on the front step. Why? Well, I'm trying to ward off the Kelly Cazadoros. Probably a reason they haven't made a movie about this one.
All right, so the next one, which is one you told me that you had already talked to your son about, and told him about it.
I told my oldest son about this one. That's
It actually reminded me of another figure like this, but I'll punch this up, and I think most people, at least some of the people here, might actually know who this is or what this is. Any guesses? Do 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 do. Up, you see, there's the Canucks shirt. You see him. I'm not seeing things. I knew it. So who guessed it? Anybody take a wild guess at what that one was?
Let's see. Garfield can say.
Garfield. Oh, what did he write? Derived from the Greek kalos kentros kentoros. Oh, well, there you go.
Translation: beautiful centaur.
There ain't beautiful. Are you telling me that's beautiful?
That's beautiful. I'd rather look at the Garfield.
Guess one. I'm sorry, but that's an evil Garfield.
That's what happens when Garfield doesn't get his lasagna. True story.
That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. That's awesome. So, what's the story behind Garfield, the Yule cat? That's what he actually is. He's the Yule cat.
I'm gonna say it's pronounced. It's Icelandic again. See, this is the second one from Iceland. They have some serious issues there, but here goes my pronunciation of an Icelandic word is Jólakötturinn. Jólakötturinn.
It's a Jólak Otterin. Something like that. Anyway, it's actually spelled J-O with a little pink of the O, L-A-K with an O with 2 I's above it, T-T-U-R-I-N-N. I can see Holly now writing this out. Or typing away. This is what it is.
Kay says it's Jólakati thingy or Icelandic kitty.
Icelandic kitty. What's the story behind this Yule cat, Mike?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's a force to be reckoned with, apparently. Yule cat is a giant cat who punishes people for not working hard. Legend has it that this palatial, whiskered animal once roamed the Icelandic countryside looking for those, especially children, around the holidays who had not received clothing or done their chores. For a little more context, kids who worked hard throughout the year were treated to fresh garments just before the new year. Those who didn't were deemed lazy, and Yule cat feeds off such laziness, literally. If you were lazy, you were going to get eaten by the Yule cat.
I scare the Yule cat away with my ball.
This is a fun fact, some tales specify that the Yule cat actually belongs to Grela.
Oh, Grela owns a kitty.
A hunting pet. Additionally, Yule cat was used as a driving force for employers to ensure that their workers made their quota. I don't know. Maybe to bring that back.
Do you have a use for the Yule cat there, Mike?
I think so. You know, like If I told myself I'm going to get eaten by a giant cat the size of my house if I didn't work harder.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm just scaring it away with my ball.
What are we going to do?
You see, I told you.
Oh, that?
Now he's talking to the stuffed little guy.
I know. I know. Okay. What?
You know, folks, that little friend of his does have a name. He didn't name him.
So anybody that's a Canucks fan, we named this guy Quinn Hughes, the captain of the Canucks. It's Quinn Hughes.
Quinn Hughes. Well, there you go, folks. Quinn Hughes.
Yes, and there's a reason why he's here joining us. I'll get into it after we get through all these.
So now you know about the Yule Cat. Now we have. Oh, and I'm gonna butcher this one for sure. Hang on. This is the last picture I got. Doesn't she look like a frog?
She kind of does. She's got like a really bad underbite for sure. She's kind of like this. She's like, here, ready? My impersonation of this one.
So what are they called? Good luck with this one.
Frau Perkta.
Is it Frau Parcha or Frau Percha? Perta. I don't know if you pronounce the CH or not. It's FRAUPERCHAT.
Well, for anyone that's looking up how to say it, it is from Austria and Germany. So you know, Frau.
Frau, yes, Frau.
Yes, and the Germans they have weird words. Kay just says it's the ugliest thing ever.
Oh, she hasn't seen the other ones, has she?
You're not wrong, Kay. I mean, it's not pleasant to look at. I mean, it's probably better looking than Mary Lloyd or Grilla or Krampus.
Or Krampus, that's right.
Cramps are us.
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, she didn't see Cramps or us.
She doesn't know about Cramps or us.
Let's show her back. Okay, there's Krampus. There's Krampus. And then Bell's Nikki. This is a quick overview. And this is Graylie. I can't remember. And her cousin. This is Mary
Lloyd.
Gotta like that one. Mr. Hans Gruber. No, that's the guy that fell off the Nakatomi Tower.
It's Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber. Yeah, and there's your ugly little guy that you saw already.
And that's what called my precious.
My precious. There you go. So that's just some of the ones that all happen to appear before the bearded wonder starts dropping across your roof and jumping down your chimney. Which, come to think of it, oh crap! Now I got to leave the door unlocked.
I have a roof, but I don't have a fireplace. How does that work? I better leave the door unlocked too.
he comes out of the heater, I think. Yeah, well.
I'm right next to the boiler. Will he just appear out of there?
There are some really interesting other things that happen that people do around Christmas. And I think I wanted to look at this. Now, one of these was, I don't know if have you ever heard of, see, there he is again. You can't deny it this time, Mike. We saw you talking to him.
I don't know what they're talking about. I know. What? Hello?
Alrighty then. What was that, Karen? The window, Daryl. The window? Oh, well, Karen, that just makes it way too easy. No, I lock all my windows, man. He ain't coming through my window.
Are you?
He has to leave him outside like Amazon does and just knock on the door and run away.
But you don't live on the ground floor. Are you afraid someone's going to come with like a 15, 20-foot ladder and like make an attempt?
He flies, dude. He just parks his sleigh outside. Have you ever seen those reindeer float?
No.
Well, they all float down here. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong story. Sorry, folks.
He needs to see the eye doctor, the ear doctor, and the psychologist now.
Okay. As Kay says, flu powder. But there is some other ones that I wanted to mention. Hang on a second.
What else you got? What do you got for me? Bring it on.
Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Oh, that's TripAdvisor. That's not what I want. Have you ever heard of the Cobweb Christmas?
The Cobweb Christmas?
Yeah. It's from Ukraine. Like I said, the side of the pond where Kay's from, they're just loony over there for Christmas and everything before Christmas. No offense, Kay. You're from a very strange part over there.
They do like their yeah.
But this one is a favorite festive tradition. It's a tradition. It's not a scary thing. It's not for those with a fear of the creepy crawlies, where we would have what is it? Bubble
I'm
pencils.
reading it. That's why I'm laughing. I don't do flu powder.
Ukrainians use decorations that mimic the natural formations of spiders' webs shimmering with dew. What they do. Tradition go back to a folk tale about a poor widow who could not afford to decorate a tree for her children. Legend has it the spiders in the house took pity on the family and spun beautiful webs all over the tree, which the children awoke to find on Christmas morning. Spider webs are considered to be lucky in Ukrainian culture. So, not everything's bad, but it's kind of neat. Now, I mean,
I'm Ukrainian. I didn't even know that.
Really?
Yeah. I know.
Your little buddy's going to slap you.
I'm so ashamed now. I'm going to have to go look for a spider. There's probably one around here somewhere.
Let's see. I got a good one for you, Mike. This is from Germany. Okay. Let's see. Where does it go back to? It goes back to the 16th century.
I wasn't born yet.
It's called Pickle in a Tree.
I know this one.
You know about Pickle in a Tree?
I do know this one. Yes, we used to have one when I was growing up.
Oh, okay. Well, really?
Yes.
You guys had pickles in your tree?
Well, it was not a true pickle. It was a ceramic pickle. But yes, we had one in our tree. And it was placed there on Christmas Eve. And the first person that found it got an extra present for Christmas.
Well, okay, so let me just read this because I think he got it bang on the money here. So the Christmas tradition embraced around the world today is believed to have started in Germany back in the 16th century. So it comes as no surprise that our continental cousins, they'll have some unique customs relating to the festive confers. One of these is to hide a pickle somewhere within the branch of the tree and give a gift to whichever child finds it first. You know what? I got to pick up this pickle tradition. I'm a big kid, man. I'm the only one that can find it. I'll hide it so I can find it. There you go.
And I grew up in a family of 18 kids, so you better believe it was a battle to find that pickle. You were climbing over each other. You were like fist fighting, pulling hair, putting your fingers up their nose and ripping it out. And then when you found out the present was like a puzzle, a jigsaw puzzle, you were like, oh. And then you had to go make all these apologies. Be like, I still love you. I'm sorry. You know, it was all good fun.
And the thespian,
you had to bring that up.
Yeah, the thespian said we have a crystal spider on a golden web on our Christmas tree. The kids have pickle in the tree. Really, Kay? Oh, you had to go there, Kay, didn't you?
She did. She went there.
Yeah, I know she did. We are not.
Pickle.
Oh my dear. Okay, so
Yeah,
uh-huh.
I know the pickle's not paranormal or anything. Like I know we've kind of gone off the paranormal a bit, but
This is all about jumping all over the place. And yes, we are off the paranormal, but we're just going off on a tangent here,
but
folks. So you just have to deal with us. And this little guy, see, I told you he was hanging around.
so yeah, what we do, and I know many people have these guys in their house. Ours just we happen to have three of them actually, and it's become quite a tradition lately. Elf on the Shelf, and parents would hide the elves. I mean, the elves move. For those kids that are watching our show, the elves move magically, and they would appear in new places throughout the house overnight, and the kids would find them. And yeah, so this is one of ours. I know I touched him, so he's lost his magic. But somehow he's holding his leg. How are you doing that?
Well, I think I've seen them at your place. I've seen them at Karen's place. I see. A matter
Yeah,
of fact,
Karens are pretty unique. I mean, Karens,
they just tried to escape just today
they
on an
did
Amazon truck.
they got into tried to get into an Amazon truck.
Yeah,
Now,
little
my
buggers tried to
elves,
steal stuff.
my elves watch her elves. So,
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's almost like a competition. Mine are going, okay, well, if they're going to do that, we're going to do this. So, like, hers were trying to chop down a tree. Mine were drinking beer. You know,
Oh dear. Let's see here. And you know what? Honestly, folks, a lot of people have a lot of good things. Yeah, I don't think, personally, I mean, I have to admit, around here, I think for me, since, born and raised in Canada, I mean, the worst we ever got was really, like you said at the beginning, coal in the stocking, right? We never really did have any weird things to worry about. I mean, the worst thing we had to worry about was whether we were good or not. And yeah, I mean, I got to admit, I did get a lump of coal. Oh,
did you really?
there was. Yeah, I got a lump of coal one year, but there was another year that somebody gave me a potato. They couldn't get a lump of coal, and I guess I was bad enough that they gave me a potato. So I went up it. I peeled, got the salt, and ate the potato.
So you ate your punishment.
Yes, I did.
Hmm.
Can't beat that, can you? Can't beat them. Might as well join them.
So that's where the term came from. Someone went, Daryl, you're onto something.
There you go. Oh God,
I
what did I
just did
do?
a Google search while we're here, and I just brought up Christmas traditions from around the world.
Yeah,
Oh my God. There's
there's
one
lots
called
of them.
Brooms and Mops.
There's what?
It's called Brooms and Mops. So in Norway, they hide their brooms and mops in order not to clean. Norwegian folklore advises hiding brooms and mops on Christmas night to prevent evil spirits and witches who return to Earth on Christmas from taking the cleaning tools and using them to fly through the sky. They don't want the witches to use their brooms, so on Christmas they hide them.
Interesting.
In Norway.
Yeah, I just went to a really bad place there, but I'm just not gonna go there.
Or Christmas pinatas.
I was gonna say Christmas pinatas.
Christmas, yes, you know what a pinata is used for, birthday parties, right? So
Yeah, it's where you hang somebody and beat the hell out of them.
yeah, so they have Christmas ones as well, and it's in the shape of a star, a 7-pointed star, symbolizing the 7 deadly sins that are then broken by a stick to represent faith in God.
Huh. Okay. Did you know there's a well, never mind. No.
I actually learned
about
of this. I learned of this one today because my son and I were laughing about this one. Did you know that a Christmas tradition in Japan? You know how we have turkey dinner?
Yeah.
In Japan, it's become quite popular in recent years to have KFC.
Oh, yes, that's right. I've heard of this. I heard of this because I was talking to a fella that was actually over in Japan recently, right around Christmas. Like I think it was last year or the year before. And yes, they brought home KFC. I guess it's very popular.
It is very popular. It's their version of a turkey dinner.
Well, but then again, how many people grow turkeys in Japan?
I'm not up on those numbers. I'm sorry. I should have come prepared, but I did not.
I don't think there's a lot of turkeys there.
No, there's just only 2 turkeys here.
So
Sorry, dad joke.
Yep.
Kay and Karen says they have their own brooms. Yeah, well,
yes,
ladies,
they do.
You better hide your brooms because on Christmas, so that way the spirits don't take them, and then you can't clean with them.
Well, if you just put little niches in the broom so they're a bunch of splinters, nobody's going to ride that broom.
Either that or you're going to see a witch walking down the street going, ooh.
Exactly. Damn you, I'm sending Krampus after you. Karen, I never had turkey until we came to Canada. It was always roast beef for Christmas. Yeah, it's true though, Karen. I mean, I guess I guess turkeys are more this side of the world thing, aren't they?
Yeah, turkey's more of a North American thing, I think, for sure. Because I know when you watch the Christmas Carol movie, right? And Scrooge buys the family at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert, he buys them a goose. Now, I always thought, well, that's weird because we don't eat geese. But is that another term for turkey over there? I don't know, but I don't think so. But do they eat geese over there? Or in Charles Dickens' time, did they eat geese?
It could have been. Yeah, it could have been. Well, I mean, it could have been a goose because a goose was supposedly that big. Like a goose is like a swan, right? More or less.
More or less. Probably more or less than more. You know that train from the Polar Express when it hits the ice, the frozen ice?
Yeah.
That's our show. It's just got over here.
You're at the front going this way, and we're at the back going, yeah.
Oh, yes. Kay says the goose is common and ham, but we always had turkey.
Now ham, I've always liked the ham, folks, but yeah, but I mean, for the most part, folks, I think we're getting very close to the end of our show here. So if anybody else has any tales, now we do have one more show before Christmas, do we not?
Yep, we do.
We do.
The 22nd, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Say what, for how much with who?
I know. I've been with you on this. Yeah. December the 22nd.
December
the 2/2.
December 20. Oh yes, December 22nd. So if anybody has anything Christmas related or anything else that they want to talk about or have us talk about or join us to talk about.
Hey, we could have a whole party going on here.
We could. I can have up to 10 people.
See, we'd all be in little tiny squares.
That's right.
It'd be like that game show where we're all in little. What was that game show called?
Hollywood Squares. This would be Paranormal Squares.
We might be onto something here, Daryl.
You want us to? Okay, did you just say you want us to read the Christmas ghost story?
What's the Christmas ghost story?
Is that like Ebenezer Scrooge?
That would be like a Christmas Carol.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Carol? Well, who's going to play Ebenezer?
Everybody put up their hands at once.
Well, but then who am I?
Well, well, let me tell you, folks.
Oh, Karen said Ken is Ebenezer. Oh my God.
Oh, he's like, seriously?
We do need to have everybody on.
Oh my God.
Every Christmas in England, we had the Christmas ghost story. I'm Tiny Tim. What?
Tiny Tim would be. And I'm sorry if I played Scrooge. I mean, honestly, you're right. Ken made the best Scrooge. I saw him in Scrooge. He was fabulous. I mean, honestly, he was great. But if I ever did Scrooge, I sound a lot like Palpatine. I really would.
Ebenezer,
That's right. You know,
Jacob Marley.
that's right. It's you weren't bad enough. Now get worse. And use the Force, will you?
Star Wars Christmas Carol.
Star Wars Christmas Carol. There you go. Oh my Lord, guys.
God. Oh my God. This is where the show. Yeah, we've definitely gone off the rails.
Yeah, but maybe in a couple of weeks, folks, when we have a show, I might, we'll probably put a big push on this one out there, and you know what? Maybe we'll bring in those from MPI that want to be introduced and say hi and wish everybody a Merry Christmas. We can do that too, so we can have multiple guests.
It would be a really fun way to end out the year because I think that'll be the last one of the year as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it would.
So,
yeah.
To all the NPI and everybody. I know we can't have Amy because Amy's going to be.
She can come on anywhere she can get internet.
Yeah, but I don't think she'll even have that option down there, to be honest with you. But Amy's going to be a Pirate of the Caribbean. She'll be reporting. She'll be reporting back on how much apple pie is, pumpkin pie, banana cream pie, because those are the pie rates of the Caribbean.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll miss Amy on that one, but everybody else, you know what? We'll get some people in here. We'll bring them on. We'll pop them off. We'll have a little powwow here and just have some quick chats and just have a fun time. So look forward to a couple weeks from now, the 22nd to be exact. Until then, folks, guess what time it is?
Not Christmas.
No, not Christmas. Not yet.
Not yet. And it's a week before my birthday.
Is it? Oh, really?
Yeah.
How old are you not?
Yeah, too old. Not as old as you, though.
Oh, that's twice, Mike. That's twice. Go on.
I'm going to be getting that Krampus showing up at my door pretty soon.
That's right. Gonna pass some little dirty things onto those little elms you carry around. Let me tell you. You're gonna find yourself surrounded. They'll all be standing around your bed, going, "Hey, doing a native." Oh God, I just gave him an idea. There you go. All right, folks. From myself, and thank you, everybody, for showing up and being with us tonight. It's been a blast, along with the little elf down there. I forgot his name again.
Quinn Hughes.
No, Quinn Hughes. I'm sorry, I'm not a huge Canucks fan, so I'll have to remember that one. But from myself, Daryl, and
me.
Yes,
Mike.
We want to wish you all an awesome, great night, and join us in a couple weeks. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Have an awesome night. Good night, folks.
Good night, everybody.